the regular season is finally here. The Seahawks Week 1 matchup is against the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everyone. I'm Jen Mueller alongside John Boyle from Seahawks.com with your key matchups for Sunday's game. And John, when we take a look at this Bengals team, there is a lot of unknowns, whether it's head coach or what they're going to run on offense, and that could make things challenging for the Seahawks defense.
Yeah, our first matchup to watch is sort of the element of the unknown of the Bengals offense against the Seahawks defense that has pretty high expectations. New head coach Zach Taylor, he's coming from a system everyone assumes is going to look a little bit like what the Rams do, but we don't know for sure. They obviously kept it vanilla in the preseason, which means, as Pete Carroll explained, the Seahawks are going to have to adjust on the fly on defense and just sort of take what they're given and make do.
While we don't know exactly what that offensive scheme is going to look like, we can be pretty sure that Joe Mixon is going to carry the ball and that the Seahawks are going to have to stop that run game.
Exactly. That's a big matchup for Seattle's run defense, which last year was uncharacteristically susceptible to the big plays. You know, they would play a really good game, stuff the run, and then a play would get out and they'd give up a big gain. As a result, the Seahawks gave up 4.9 yards a carry, which is also what Mixon averaged last year when he led the AFC in rushing yards. So Seahawks want to prove that that was a one-year anomaly. KJ Wright was talking about how they just can't let those big plays happen. That's going to be a big goal this game, is to stop the run and make them one-dimensional.
Well, and the Bengals are going to have to do that against a Seahawks team that led the NFL in rushing yards per game last year. And here's the thing that nobody's talking about. Russell Wilson said it this week. The Seahawks offensive line.
Yeah, I love the matchup in the trenches for our third matchup. Our Seahawks offensive line against the Bengals defensive front, which is pretty loaded. The Bengals have some question marks. They're kind of a team in transition, but the one area that is really stout for them is their defensive line. They've got a couple Pro Bowlers in Carlos Dunlap, Geno Atkins, some good young pass rushers coming along that they like. So as good as the Seahawks offensive line thinks it's going to be this year, and there's a lot of reason to like that group a lot, this is a great early test for them.
It certainly is, and those are your key matchup for Sunday's game. Make sure that you listen to the game on the Seahawks Radio Network and get everything that John has to write about it on Seahawks.com.